On March 29, 1947, Madagascar, the lush island nation nestled in the Indian Ocean, witnessed a pivotal moment in its history that would reverberate through the generations to come. It was a day when the Malagasy people, long suppressed under French colonial rule, decided to rise up and reclaim their dignity, their rights, and their land. For decades, Madagascar had been subject to the heavy-handed policies of French colonial administrators. The Malagasy people endured forced labor, discriminatory laws, and economic exploitation at the hands of their colonial masters. But on that fateful day in 1947, the simmering discontent boiled over into open rebellion. The seeds of discontent had been sown long before March 29th. The Malagasy population, proud of their rich cultural heritage and fiercely protective of their land, had grown weary of the injustices perpetuated by the French colonial regime. Their frustration reached a tipping point when a group of Malagasy soldiers who had fought valiantly for France during World War II returned home only to be treated as second-class citizens in their own land. The spark that ignited the rebellion came in the form of a protest in the eastern town of Moramanga. Local Malagasy leaders, emboldened by the spirit of resistance sweeping across the island, organized a demonstration against the oppressive policies of the French administration. What began as a peaceful protest soon escalated into a full-blown uprising as word spread like wildfire, rallying Malagasy from all corners of the island to join the cause. The Malagasy rebels, armed with little more than their determination and courage, launched attacks on French military outposts, government buildings, and plantations. They employed guerrilla tactics, utilizing the dense jungles and rugged terrain of Madagascar to their advantage. The French authorities, caught off guard by the sudden ferocity of the uprising, responded with brute force, deploying troops to quell the rebellion. The conflict that ensued was brutal and bloody. The Malagasy rebels fought with a tenacity born of desperation, driven by a deep-seated desire for freedom and justice, but they were met with overwhelming force from the French military, equipped with modern weapons and superior firepower. The ensuing clashes left thousands dead on both sides, with innocent civilians caught in the crossfire. Despite the odds stacked against them, the Malagasy rebels refused to back down. They fought with a... Despite the odds stacked against them, the Malagasy rebels refused to back down. They fought with a resilience and determination that took the French colonial authorities by surprise. The rebellion spread like wildfire, engulfing large swathes of the island in chaos and defiance. Villages became battlegrounds, and the lush landscapes of Madagascar echoed with the sounds of gunfire and the cries of the oppressed. But for all their bravery and sacrifice, the Malagasy rebels ultimately found themselves outmatched by the might of the French colonial machine. After months of fierce fighting, the rebellion was ruthlessly suppressed, and the Malagasy people were once again subjected to the yoke of colonial rule. Yet, while the uprising of March 29, 1947, may have been crushed, its legacy endured. It planted the seeds of resistance and defiance that would eventually blossom into full-fledged independence for Madagascar. The events of that fateful day served as a rallying cry for future generations of Malagasy, inspiring them to continue the fight for freedom and justice. And though the scars of the rebellion may have faded with time, its spirit lives on in the hearts and minds of the Malagasy people, a testament to their unwavering courage and resilience in the face of adversity.